So let's talk about comfort zone for a minute. I know we all think that it's our familiarities, where we are at our comfiest. The amount of times I've heard, I just want my comfort zone. I love my comfort zone. In my pyjamas, in my comfy place, I love my own company. I just want to be at home, blah, blah, blah. And I was like that. But that's not where magic happens. That's not where stepping into our own, a new timeline happens. I was like that. And it all started when I fled DV, domestic violence, and I fled over to where I am now, and I was that scared of the world and that scared of people and everyone in it. I didn't step out of my door for a good couple of years. I was at home in the bedroom, locking the door, smoking weed to suppress worry, stress, helping me sleep, that anxiety and that my body was still remembering. And I was stuck in limbo, stuck in a place where I thought was my comfort zone and that I was safe. The only place I'd ever go is to go out and walk the dog. And that was in a place where nobody else went. It was like my little safe space. It was a beautiful place, loved it. But I learned a lot over them couple of years, and I was on the phone constantly. The only thing I had was this. The only thing I had for the outside world and to connect to the outside world was this phone. And it was wonderful. I thought it was wonderful, and I thought I was living my life safely, until I started to reach a little bit further, go onto YouTube channels, go onto different things, and there was energy frequency things, and I started listening to them, and my body started reacting differently. It started kind of like acting in a different way, and they were feeling good. It was lifting my vibration, it was doing all sorts, and I thought, wow, this is working. And then there was some free distance Reiki. I had that, and I was walking the dog, and next minute my face started tingling, and I thought I was just due in about 10-15 minutes for this distance Reiki, and my face started tingling, and I thought, oh, wow. And the profound effect that distance Reiki had on me was just unbelievable. It was above and beyond, and with that then led me on a path to learn more. So I was on the laptop all the time. I was learning courses, taking in loads of stuff. I was angelic Reiki, mediumship, the whole lot, which led me to believe that as much as it was easy, I needed to learn from a person. I needed to do this, and I've got to say that was a massive battle, because I couldn't even pick up the phone to speak to anyone, and I was in a position where I was in battle with myself, that I needed to make this step. I needed to do it. So I plucked up the courage after many weeks, and I plucked up that courage to make that phone call. I googled someone, and lo and behold, there was somebody here in Matlock, and I was like, oh wow. And it was a man, which was even worse for me at the time, because of all the domestic violence and everything that I've been through. But there was something that told me that I needed to make this phone call, and there was something inside of me that made me make this phone call. And I made the phone call, and I spoke to him, and yeah, he sounded absolutely lovely. He was a gentleman, absolutely brilliant, which made me feel comfortable. So I booked on, and I didn't have the money, but I booked on for the next month, and a couple of days later, for some reason, the money came in, and it's divine timing, isn't it? The money came in, and I was then stuck. I would then have to text him and say, I've got the money, I want to book in, before I could change my mind. So yeah, he booked me in for the next day, I think it was. And wow, I battled with myself, but it didn't give me that much time to make excuses for myself. And I booked on, and it was, I then had to take my mum. My mum had to come with me, and it was we sat outside in the car outside his house for what seemed like a lifetime. And he came to the door, and he was and my mum looks at me and she goes, Sam, you've got to go in. You're looking a bit stupid here. And I was like, yes, you're right, I am looking a bit stupid. So I plucked up the courage, went in with my mum. Bear in mind, I had my mum by my side, and the moment I stepped into that house was the moment I stepped into a new timeline, stepping out of my comfort zone and stepping into a brand new timeline. And I can't tell you what that did. It just, I can explain it, and it brought in so much, and I learned Reiki. I became a Reiki master. I now hold circles, women's circles. I hold ceremonies. I'm married to the man who taught me Reiki. He's now my husband, and I am living the life that I always dreamed about. And one thing I realised that was stepping out of your comfort zone opens you up to magic, opens you up to possibilities beyond anything that we could ever imagine. I'm now traveling the world. I'm seeing beautiful things. I'm seeing life being born. I am no longer in a position where I'm at home in bed smoking weed, staying safe. I'm out there meeting people, meeting beautiful souls, and it's an amazing thing. And that comfort zone is fear-based. It's the fear that keeps us safe. And with that, once you can get over that and you step out of that comfort zone and you step into a new timeline, and that's when possibilities can happen. That's when beauty happens. And that's finding that all in there. And I just wanted to share that with you, because if any of you are ever feeling that you want to step out of that comfort zone, then do it. Whatever it is that makes you fearful, or whatever it is that makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable, do it. Because that is what needs to be done for you to step into that new timeline. Anyway, have a fantastic day. I thought I'd share it with you.